So, here's something I don't think most people know about academia. Research conferences are weird. They're equal parts exciting, exhausting, and socially awkward. A few weeks ago, I was presenting my research in Atlantic City, not in some grand lecture hall, but in what was essentially a poker room that had been temporarily transformed into a conference stage. For people in the audience, PowerPoint up, coffee in hand, that's academia. You spend months, sometimes years, working on one idea, and then you have about 15 minutes to convince a room full of strangers why they should care. The rest of the conference feels like an academic speed dating. You perfect your elevator pitch because you'll repeat it 100 times. You try not to dominate conversations because everyone is there to share their work too. You get used to conversations ending abruptly because someone announces the next session, the next keynote, or the next coffee break. You exchange business cards, LinkedIn's, and email addresses, hoping you'll bump into each other again somewhere around the world. And then, eventually, someone asks the question every doctoral student both expects and dreads. So, what are you going to do with your doctorate? Every single conference. It's funny because I don't think they're trying to put you on the spot. But when you're still trying to figure out who you are as a researcher, it has a wonderful way of waking up every ounce of imposter syndrome you've been carrying around. My research question has actually been pretty simple. Who shapes sustainability? Is it the CEO, the board, the creative director, the people making decisions at the very top? I've been studying how leadership transitions and executive personality influence a company's environmental and social performance. I thought I had a pretty clear direction. Then came my favorite part of the conference, not presenting, the conversations afterward. The head of my business school caught me between sessions. We were competing with the magical moment after the conference wraps up, when everyone migrates towards the hotel bar and collectively decides they've earned 1 or 3 cocktails. Luckily, I was being the responsible doctoral student and held off on drinking. He listened to my research pitch for a minute, paused, and asked one question. Have you considered greed? Just one word, greed. I smiled, but honestly, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Because maybe that question isn't only who shapes sustainability, maybe it's what motivates them. That one conversation has completely shifted where my research is headed. And that's the beauty of conferences. The presentation gets you in the room, the conversations change your research. So now I'm heading to the Catskills. Actually, I've rented a house from one of my drum sisters, Maria. Thank you, I love you. My roommate is my sister, and don't tell her I said this, but she's probably one of the smartest people I know. We've already planned enough fun to make sure this isn't all about dissertation all the time. There are friends visiting, events sprinkled throughout the summer, and hopefully enough adventures to remind me there's a world outside of journal articles. My mornings are for research, midday for hiking, biking, or finding somewhere to swim. Afternoons are for naps, staring at trees, or writing something that doesn't require citations. Evenings are for making things. Sometimes that's cooking, sometimes it's filming videos, sometimes it's painting or creating whatever medium feels exciting that day. So if you're anywhere nearby this summer, come visit. Seriously. We'll be going for a hike, we'll cook dinner, sit around a fire, watch the stars. There's just one condition. You will have to listen to me talk about executive psychology, greed, sustainability, and why I think the fashion industry is one of the most fascinating places to study human behavior. I can't promise it will be a short conversation. Actually, I almost guarantee it won't. But I can promise good food, good company, beautiful mountains, and maybe we'll both leave asking better questions than we arrived with. Because I've realized that that's what research really is. Not having all the answers, just getting a little bit better at asking the questions.